We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put
We are new.
Well, guys,
Doing it all, DA. Thanks. And here's a look at some numbers for Sharch.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now Walker, after the missed 3 from Rubio. Offensive rebound, out to DeRozan. Here's White, and the 3 off target. Booker with no one around. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Booker's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Phoenix. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams...
Oh, wow!
Young fella. And when Poeltl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's San Antonio with it. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Down low, here's DeRozan, and it's in off the backboard.
I mean, to me, Kevin Harlan, you simply cannot give DeMar DeRozan that kind of positioning. This guy has proven he loves getting inside and working his magic.
A nice shot by Booker.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Back to White, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rubio with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Out to the right wing. There's Walker with the 3. Rubio with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker outside. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure scores, great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impress you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that has really continued to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the 6-man award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
And the Suns making a change here. Sharch is checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And Murray, here we go. Some solid defense from Ayton.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. Here's Jerome. Out to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Saric. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Jerome, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Outside, Bellinelli up again, and Gabe with the second chance points.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
The pass to Baines. Bellinelli against Saric. Back to Baines. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Mills dishes to Zeller. Here's Forbes. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Suns leading by 5. Passes it to Carter. Pass to Baines. 6 on the shot clock. Carter outside. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
This guy is such a versatile big man. Dario Saric knows how to play the game. Pretty pass there.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Frank Kaminsky is out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Another one falls for Phoenix. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Carter. And now the Suns, a fast break. Carter leading the charge. And he gets it to go. Carter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Saric looking around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Fourth, the Suns.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Murray against Carter. Ring shot on the way. No good. Shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. The start of 3-game homestand with that game. San Antonio again turning it over. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Bridges comes in for Kaminsky. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Rubio against Murray. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. The dish now to Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The pass to Gay. Unloads. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And not a season, Doris, that pops off the stat sheet, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the basket by Rubio.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. It's stolen by Johnson. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And finished off by Gay.
And Gay is superb at knowing where to run to in the open floor. A clever forward who finds ways to score in the fast break.
Rubio looking it over. Sinks the three-pointer. Rubio's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Bridges kicks to Rubio. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
That one misses for Johnson. And Walker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 17. And it's White missing. Fast break, here come the Suns. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Booker's got 8 points.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
No good on the last second attempt there.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, DeRozan out there with Pirtle. Then it's White. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 16. And it's Murray penetrating. Puts it up from 12. Murray. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Rubio against Murray. Here's Johnson. That one doesn't go. Nice D from DeRozan. Pass to Murray. From deep three-point range, Booker pulls it in.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges got his first bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, DeRozan. He's guarded by Johnson. Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Rubio left side. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds to Ayton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. San Antonio with the ball. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Forbes, and it's blocked.
Wow, Mr. Rubio twice on the pipes. His team is loving it.
Ayton against DeRozan. He feeds it to Pirtle. Bridges with the steal. Booker against Murray. And Booker kicks to Rubio. Now here's Ayton. Guarded close. Nice D from DeRozan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Walker throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Booker looking around. And the Suns miss again. Spurs trail by 14. Walker the pass to Pirtle. The shot that time, not on target. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Johnson dishes to Ayton. He gets that one. And the Suns lead by 16. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, how effortless does DeMar DeRozan make those slams look? This guy glides to the rim and makes it look easy.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Right wing. Clock at 6. Bridges misses. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Spurs, Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Lonnie Walker. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Mills finds Gay. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Here's Jerome. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Mills looking it over. Here's Zeller. Baines with the block. And they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Good on the jump shot. Zeller's got his first basket of the night. 9 seconds left in the third. Stolen away. From deep. Gay. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead. Lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Devin Booker out there with Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Šarić in at the three. That's who's out there for Phoenix. So it's the Spurs now. It's a 14-point game. Now Mills. Outside DeRozan. And he drops that one in. DeRozan's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he's such a smart offensive player. DeMar DeRozan knows the best option there is the quick release on the catch and shoot.
Carter looking around. Now the feed to Kaminsky. And foul on the shots. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot clock at 6. Carter for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just terrific communication between teammates. DeRozan times his leap to perfection, and the pass was perfect.
Carter left side. No good, unable to end this run. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. That one falls.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And, Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
White, left side. Out to DeRozan. Pulls it up. And that one hits back iron. Suns leading by 8. On the wing, Booker. Carter with the 3. Kept alive. And Booker able to finish.
Well, it's encouraging to me that Devin Booker is willing to mix it up on the glass. How about that offensive board? Pretty.
White the pass to DeRozan. Some solid defense from Šarić.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. And while he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Carter, the pass to Šarić. Back to Carter. Three-pointer. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Mills.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Carter outside. Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And it's DeRozan missing. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Phoenix.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3. It just seemed to pay off for them.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
So it's the Spurs now, down by 15. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Johnson against Walker. Pass to Medu from 15 feet away. It's hauled in by Diallo. Misses there. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the...
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and slam.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah.
Coming up next,
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of D8.
Well, guys,
a proud franchise. Thank you, David. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 3. It's deflected. Taken away by Holiday. Shoots over White. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with. Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good by Walker.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
To the middle, here's Williamson. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Poked away. Ball kicks to Favors. Now Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumlees for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
Here's Walker following the basket by Lonzo Ball. DeRozan passes to Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points his last outing. Yep, that one goes. Williamson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
Murray finds DeRozan, and that one is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Here's Hart following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Melly. Kicks it to Jackson. Inside. Here's Williamson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 9 points for Zion Williamson. Spurs trail by 4 and stolen by Williamson. And he's going up for the alley-oop, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Mills dishes to Zeller, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Down low, Ellie, back to Hart, from deep. Rebound, San Antonio. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Jackson. Pass to Melly. Launches a 3. But they get it back. Outside, Redick puts up a 3. That shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Jackson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got J.J. Redick, Okafor out there with Hayes. And there's Jackson, and it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Here is Forbes, covered by Redick. Left side Jackson. Here's Hart. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Passes it to Okafor. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Redick for 3. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this is exactly how Redick makes his living. An incredible three-point shooter who shoots it quickly.
And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Redick with the 3. Zeller grabs the board. Spurs trail by 5. There's the pass to Bellinelli. Here is Forbes, covered by Redick. Forbes can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Gay with it. Hayes on him. And Okafor with the block.
Oh, I love the defensive game of Okafor. He's got a wide reach, and that allows him to get to a lot of shots.
Hart the pass to Jackson. The three. Rebound, San Antonio. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Gale.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's San Antonio with another.
This has been Gay's go-to shot throughout his career. I mean, the mid-range he's got, wet.
Here's Jackson. A rebound by the Spurs. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Hart, covered by Mills. It's Jackson with the drive. Good on the shot. Jackson's got his second bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Reddick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Mills passes to Gale. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he is checked in for Bellinelli. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
And it's Ingram missing. Spurs trail by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Lobs it up for Favors. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 11 points, 2 steals. And that should do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
We've got DeRozan. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Walker in at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. The Spurs have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim. Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Poeltl, mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
They get it again. The kick out to Holiday. Jacks up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Pass to White. He dishes it to Murray. The kick out to Walker. Poeltl trying to get open. Tries again. It counts. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Spurs working the ball around now. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Spurs, that's...
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And the Pelicans also making a change. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. The shot by Holiday, no good. Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Back to Walker. Right side, DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and Marcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Favors passes to Melly. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
White against Holiday. Out to DeRozan. Shoots over Ingram. Misses off the right iron.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Fires the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Out to the wing. Let's go. Forbes can't get it to go. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 1. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here is Forbes, covered by Redick. Pass to Pirtle. There's 37 seconds left in the third. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. It's good. DeRozan's got 11 points.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect the shot.
Here's Walker. It's deflected. Passes it to White. And the pass to Purtle. White looking around. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Pelicans lead by 1. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart, and it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Hart. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Game. And no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by Hayes. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Murray kicks to Mills. On the wing, Bellinelli. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bellinelli's got his first 3 points of the game.
So good at feeling out the defense. Bellinelli knows when he has room to shoot off the pass.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Hart the pass to Ingram. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Basket good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Checking in. Ingram against Gay. Mills in the corner. Stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And finished off by Williamson.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Ball. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And when Purtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
And Holiday kicks to Redick. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Redick's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Mills. D right on him for a 3. Murray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Redick. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
What I really like about Pirtle is the soft hands. He's got excellent hands. You can't teach that. And he's got a nice stroke from mid-range.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ingram wide open and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Pelicans lead by 13. And they double up DeRozan. Gay kicks to Murray. Pass to Pirtle. Gay outside. And 101 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Pelicans.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zion Williamson.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Kicks it out to Gay for the 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
And it's easy to understand why the ball is in Gay's hands. He's prepared himself for these moments and become a clutch shooter.
Holiday, the pass to Hayes. And here's Redick. This one for 3. Off on that one. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I?
The Mississippi River and his, well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ayton.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 2 games, the totals have taken.
And, yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
And here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. And Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
It's hauled in by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Johnson left side. Booker outside. Johnson, great positioning on the putback. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
The shot's good.
A smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over it.
Now Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the shot is good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And the wide open shot from Redick drains the three-pointer. Brent, the league's been trying to clean up some of the physicality that we see, some of the jawing, but there are some players that do a great job of nonetheless getting under an opponent's skin.
I don't think, Kevin, over the past couple of years, we would deem the NBA as being more physical than at any other time. Would we say that?
I think that's fair.
We would never say that. But there are still irritants in the game. And the reason why those guys do that is because that's their competitive advantage. And that's the way the league is always going to operate. There are going to be guys out there who are going to use either their intellect to get inside your head or do things on a physical level that are going to cause you to think about what it is you're doing on the floor.
Exactly.
And when you find those guys, they're really interesting players to watch. You're not going to replicate their shooting form, Kevin. But in terms of sometimes their approach, there are things that you might be able to learn from a Draymond Green or a Marcus Smart.
There's no doubt. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Hart uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Look at New Orleans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the Suns just a few spots below there.
And right now for Phoenix, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
Moore outside. Hayes trying to break free. No good from Moore. The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now the pass to Hayes. Stolen by Carter. Saric outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Passes it to Jerome. Here's Saric. No points in the game yet for him. 5 on the clock. Carter for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Pelicans trail by 4. Moore passes to Hart. To halt the run. Again, New Orleans. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix ahead, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Saric. Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Carter, and it's Jerome in a corner. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Rubio.
And you can see how much he's improved as a distributor over the past few years. He takes a lot of pride in his passing. Keeping his teammates involved and being a creator out there is really important.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson kicks to Okafor. Pass to Hart. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown. Hart's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for New Orleans.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man. Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Out to Carter. Here's the 3. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Maley. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Jerome passes to Carter. Kicks to Saric. Pass to Jerome. Jackson comes over with the double. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Jerome, no good.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
And Saric kicks to Baines. To the paint. And there's the pass to Saric. Kaminsky inside. And it's Melly with the rebound.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Passes to Baines. Here's Jerome. And Carter has it in the corner. Here's Baines. It's tipped.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Holiday looking for an opening. Over Booker. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff. Smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Rubio, the pass to Johnson, and there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first foul. 35 seconds left in the first half. Booker against Holiday. Pass to Bridges. To end the cold streak.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
Ayton kicks to Johnson. Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Booker finds Johnson. Here's Ayton.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his...
And so it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Rubio. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Redick in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Holiday kicks to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do. Right. Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Rubio taking his time here. Lets it go with the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Johnson finds Booker. Pass to Ayton. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Devin Booker.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. New Orleans making some changes here. Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And Hart subbed in for J.J. Redick. And then for Phoenix, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharch comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Devin Booker. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hart the pass to Williamson. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Carter down low. Kicks it out to Booker. And the Suns get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Pelicans.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor comes in for Williamson. And Moore subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. 55th bid back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not 2. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Got that bucket in no time at all. Booker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate. Usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Back to Kaminsky. The pass to Booker. 6 to shoot. Here's Baines, guarded by Holiday. Baines dishes to Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sharge. They get it back. Goes back up. The feed to Kaminsky. Passes it to Rubio. To the inside. With 1 on the clock. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Sharge and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
He kicks to Ayton. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Hitting that mid-range shot, this is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Outside, Redick. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Suns trail by 7. Booker outside. Feeds it to Ayton. And that one, good. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Booker. Holiday gets the bucket.
He has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Sharge. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Carter, he's checked in for the Suns.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Redick for 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Johnson finds Carter. Sharge right side. Back to Carter. 4 on the clock. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Pelicans leading by 8. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's more from the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Booker. It's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, he is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Booker dishes to Sharge. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Pops it up for Favors. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Sharge. That time on the assist by Ayton.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Redick for 3. drills the three-pointer. Reddick's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Pelicans.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Ingram with it. The tray. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Johnson's got the ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for each one more. Bridges is checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Outside Favors. The dish to Reddick. The three. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix making a change here. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Payne looking around. Cuts off the pass. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And Ball slams it in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
Downtown San Antonio. And David.
Well, guys,
great vision. David, thank you. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. Then it's White. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the small forward. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
And Booker able to finish. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here's White. And stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
And you know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And DeRozan kicks to White. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. Walker with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's DeRozan. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
We see the value of increasing your range. DeRozan can find more space inside now because of it.
Booker against White. Trying to get open is Johnson. Rubio taking his time here. Clock at 6. The pass to Ayton. Rubio misses. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Walker finds DeRozan.
You have to put DeRozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
Passes it to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Johnson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. Sharch is checked in for the Suns. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Zeller is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. Here is Forbes, defended by Carter. To the paint. Gay kicks to Mills. from past the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
Pass to Forbes. A high post shot. The offensive rebound. Zeller dishes to Forbes.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Here's Bellinelli. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas. Booker against Bellinelli. The putback. The shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Now here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gay. Nice shot from the wing.
A hard jumper to block. Rudy with great elevation and the high release.
Left side, Saric. Over Bellinelli. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's... Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay, who's out there with Bellinelli, Tyler Zeller out there with Mills, and it's Forbes in at the two guard.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Proving he's not just a scorer. Patty's getting after it on the defensive end, disrupting the shooter's rhythm.
And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taken on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the miss from Tyler Zeller. Now Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Jerome. Off target with his three. San Antonio trailing here. Bellinelli finds Zeller. Back to Bellinelli. The pass to Forbes. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Dallas. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now here's Ayton. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson, that's for 2. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there's the strength we talk about with DeRozan, converting through contact. Absolutely terrific.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Now here is Carter. His last outing, he had 8 points. Good on the three-point shot. Smitty, you played with the U.S. national team. Would you say they allow more physicality in FIBA than they do in the NBA?
No, I think, Kevin, different parts of the game, there's more physicality. Like on the free throw line, boxing out. Like going up for rebounds, they let a lot more than we're used to go. But usually the NBA players adjust, and they find their way.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Johnson outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Hey, and he hits it to tie the game up. Cade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
Here's Booker. The 9-footer's on the mark. Booker's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. White's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Rubio outside. Lays it up off the glass. Rubio's got his first 2 points.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Here's Murray. Good D by Booker.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Sharch comes in for Kaminsky.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Rubio with it. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's Forbes. And it's, wow, he nails the puck. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points and 1 assist.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Murray, here we go. The wide open look here for DeRozan. No good with the wing jumper. Suns leading by 3. And there's Booker on the assist by Johnson. 16 points for Devin Booker.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Walker the pass to Murray. Back to Walker. White down low. Defended by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. DeRozan. Rebound by the Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
The kick out to Walker from deep 3-point range. The Spurs rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Booker outside. Passes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Lets the 3 fly. Murray with the defensive effort.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Now here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And a wide open look for Walker. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray dishes to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact. Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. 4th, the Suns.
Their defense has taken on a new life since the break. I mean, they're getting into teams, forcing turnovers, and they look like a different group.
And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. By Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharch comes in for Bridges, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. DeRozan outside for Murray. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Murray against Carter. Pass to Booker. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 in their longest homestand of the year. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Carter against Murray. Carter, the pass to Saric, stolen by Walker. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Watching DeRozan tonight, you're reminded of how good, how resourceful a scorer he can be.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Zeller, he's checked in for Purdy. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's Mills in for Murray. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Baines. He's covered by Zeller. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Baines missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And here's Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Poked away. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Jerome. We've got Mills. Bellinelli is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. For 3, Booker. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Spurs leading by 5. Gay passes to Forbes. Back to Gay. Mills looking it over. Inside. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. A three-pointer off the mark. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul. Suns trail by 5. Here's Rubio. Releases from 15. They get it back. Baines. And he banks in the layup. Baines has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Coming down the stretch, you know this. You want to go to something that's bankable. That's as good as it gets.
Here is Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. Pass to DeRozan. Gay right side. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And Phoenix also making a switch. Ayton's checked in. Now here is Poeltl. Here's Gay. Count that one. And the Spurs lead by 5.
What vision from Poeltl, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Now, here's Rubio. Saric, right side. The Suns need to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Spurs with some changes. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for DeRozan. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Rubio against Murray. Out to White. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rubio dishes to Booker. Beyond the arc. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to White. From deep three-point range, Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. San Antonio leading by 5. In the corner, Murray with it. Now the pass to Gay. He dishes it to Walker. No good that time, and Phoenix will come the other way. Pass to Ayton. Down low. Poeltl with the steal. Murray finds Poeltl. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poeltl. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. Suns trail by 5. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 5. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baines. He's covered by Zeller. Here's Sharch. Just 4 to shoot. The dive for the ball. His three-pointers off the mark. San Antonio with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. From deep, Walker buries it from three-point range. Walker's got the lead up to 8 now for San Antonio. Outside, Carter. Zeller grabs the board. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and DeRozan kicks to Murray. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Forbes off the mark. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one, even early on. And all right, David, thank you.
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports for Payday. Sure can. All right, DA, thanks. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Good Pirtle out there at DeRozan. Then there's Derek White. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Wide open look here for Murray. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And, you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Ball, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Clark, the act of getting dinner, sitting down to a meal. As a team, it brings people together.
It really does, guys, and I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding. And sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
And it's the Pelicans' ball, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And that one's good, Williamson.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. It goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Outside, Walker puts up a 3. San Antonio again missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Right, the pass to DeRozan. Murray right side. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Like a big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
Walker with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. DeRozan passes to Murray. Back to DeRozan to the wing right side, and a wide open look for.
Get it! What throw down there, man! You've got to get a body on DeMar.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay.
taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
The kick out to Holiday. From deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. DeRozan passes to Walker. And he'll shoot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Williamson. 1 second left, and the dunk by Williamson.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
And so it's DeMar. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at the 3 slot. Shot by Zeller, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Jackson passes to Redick. Jackson looking it over. Back to Redick. This one for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
To the middle, deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And the Pelicans. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From the line, Belly tipped back in for 2.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
And Reddick kicks to Hart. Back to Reddick. Just 5 to shoot. No good with the triple. Zeller against Okafor. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A nice shot by Zeller.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Mills passes to Bellinelli, and there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Pulls up, high post. That one a little long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the dunk by Williamson.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. And Mills kicks to Gay. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
DeRozan against Ingram. DeRozan passes to Gay. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Passes it to Forbes. Pass to Gay. Shoots it up. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. There's the pass to Williamson. Kicks it to Ball. Here's Favors. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 8 points and 1. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got DeJounte Murray. Pirtle is out there at DeRozan. Then there's Derek White. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
White drives in. Pass to DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Back to Favors. Outside, Redick. Count that one. Redick's got his first 2 points of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The kick out to Walker. Shoots over Ingram. Walker's shot is off.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
White against Redick. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Pert. And it's Bellinelli in for Walker. For 3, Murray hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Jackson against White. Jackson passes to Hart. DeRozan with the rebound. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bryn Forbes comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Now here's Ball. Defense right on him, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And the wide open shot from Redick. That 3 off the mark. San Antonio leading by 6. Passes it to Gay. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. From the arc, 6 to shoot. Pelicans with the rebound. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Redick with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Here is Forbes, covered by Redick. 52 seconds left in the third quarter, and that one drops for him.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
Ball with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's got great speed, Ball does, Kevin. This guy is really good at finding ways to slither through the defense.
Forbes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ball dishes to Okafor. Back to Ball. pulls it from the elbow. That one off the back iron and out. Gay kicks to Bellinelli. Now Mills. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
You know, you can't ignore the effect Reddick's defense has on that.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Holiday out there with Hart, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Phenomenal athleticism from Ingram. I mean, really looking to rip that basket up with that strong dunk.
Here's White. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 4 at the elbow. Williamson puts it up from 15. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Williamson.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
White wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. A reverse. Pass to Hart. To tie it up. Walker with the rebound. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. The lead is 2. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And there's the pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. Murray comes in for Bryn Forbes. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here's DeRozan. Tight defense on him. Here's White. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Favors. And stolen by White. Pirtle kicks to DeRozan. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
And what you love about Williamson, he's not just magnetic and entertaining, he's extremely productive.
Now here's White. Defense is right there. And stolen by Favors. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
White looking around. Pass to DeRozan. Right side to Walker. Clock at 4. Deep 2 for Murray. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. The Pelicans trail. Pops it up for Favors. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. He never hesitates to find the open guy.
Out to DeRozan. Ingram against Walker. Outside DeRozan. Teardrop Tip-off shot, and there's Murray on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his third assist on the night. Redick finds Fader. Hurdle with the steal. To the inside, Walker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
It's Ingram on the wing. Back to Favors. Ingram outside. Just 4 to shoot. Redick for 3. And it's White with the rebound. And the Spurs with possession. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Now here's Burton. Got it!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And here is Ingram. Shoots the 3. Nails the tray.
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
for the land of the...
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans: Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Holiday out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Favors in at the center position. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Carter in at the 1 spot. Now here is Holiday. Ingram outside. A floater, and he comes up with the deuce. A lot of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Outside, Redick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's the Suns' ball. And Booker kicks to Carter. Fires from the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
To the right side. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Carter for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He kicks to Johnson. Sweet move. And he can't bank that one in. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Misses the follow-up. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And here's Ingram from the arc. They get it again. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Booker, since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. Putting up about 24 points per, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now Bridges, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. And good that time. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Favors finds Holiday. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got 5.
Listen, everyone knows what kind of shooter this guy is. Just his presence on the floor creates space.
For three, Booker. Charge passes to Ayton. Over Holiday. And too long on the shot. Pelicans leading by 3. Lobs it up for Favors. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Wasted no time on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break. Shoots from 14. That shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre, and Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Cook. And New Orleans also making a change. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Now more. After the missed 3 from Dario Saric. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Moore passes to Holiday. And the Pelicans get it back. Fires for 3. Here's Williamson. Kick out to Moore. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 6. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with Etuan Moore. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. And it's Rubio penetrating. Top of the key. And he connects with the jumper. Rubio's got his first basket of the night.
I'll tell you, the in-between game for Rubio starting to come around.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kevy is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans. Pass to Jerome. From deep. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Jerome's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Redick, here we go. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Here's Jerome. Off target from three-point range.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Jackson against Rubio. Jacks up a 3. And J.J. Redick good for 3. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
And the timing and rhythm with which Redick plays, well, he is feeling it right now.
Kaminsky kicks to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Jerome passes to Johnson. Launches it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor's checked in for Hayes, and it's Brandon Ingram in for Frank Jackson. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here is Ingram. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And Redick, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
Sharch checked in for Kaminsky. And New Orleans also making a change. Moore's checked in. That one is no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line. A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Back to Redick. He feeds it to Moore. Redick is in the corner. Over Carter. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And the touch, the accuracy, the assertiveness of Redick is what allows him to drain these shots.
Outside, Carter drops in the tray. Carter's got 5 now.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Bridges with the steal. Jumps up, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Okafor up top. Fires the 3. And so it's New Orleans with their...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have a 6-point lead. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Carter in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. 5th in scoring, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Johnson. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. And then for New Orleans, Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for J.J. Redick.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Kicks it out to Booker. Offensive rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Down low. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Bridges. Right side favors. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. If I were to ask you right now in the league who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right? Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Here's Hart. He's guarded by Johnson. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Clock at 6. For the 3. That shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Jerome. A three-pointer, no good. New Orleans leading by 9. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Rebound by Johnson. Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Back to Kaminsky. Pass to Rubio. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Pelicans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And checking out Phoenix, 3 spots below.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 1:10 left in the third. Here's Kaminsky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Hart. Fades and shoots. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Rubio, the pass to Kaminsky. Yes, that goes in. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
No good from Booker.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Rubio against Moore, and Rubio kicks to Booker. Here's Ayton, another shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Pelicans on top. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Each one more is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Okafor in at the 5. Roam in the paint. To the paint. Here's Redick. Nice move. And the layup is good.
And the refined offensive game of Redick, good at getting to his spots and catching fire from them.
Passes it to Bridges. Got a piece of it. Carter, the pass to Ayton. Back to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And Redick kicks to Moore for 3. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Moore. Redick's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And it's Ayton missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Redick finds Okafor. Here's the teardrop, and Redick lays it in. Redick's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Booker the pass to Šarić. Inside. Ingram outside. And the pass to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Carter kicks to Šarić. Carter, the pass to Booker. And here is Bridges. Will it go? Out to Carter. A second chance effort. And again, it's the Suns missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Melly passes to Redick. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Carter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter. Ayton with it. Now guarded by Ingram. To the paint. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Moore outside. Pass to Melly. Moore dishes to Redick. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Suns trail by 14. Out to the right wing. Back to Carter. Kicks to Booker. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Ingram from the arc. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. Ayton against Favors. And another shot. They get it back.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Back to Holiday. Dishes it to Favors. Ingram against Bridges. Redick is in the corner. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for J.J. Redick.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Kaminsky comes in for Johnson. Sharch is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Devin Booker.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Back to Payne, to the middle. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.